Hello everybody, it is Tuesday, September 15th. This is a child yellow, orange, green, and blue belt class, okay? Yellow and orange belts, we want you to pay attention, do the best job you can with this class. It is a little above your pay grade, but I think you're gonna be okay. Just follow along, try your best. It's the most important part, try your best. All right, but we want to give you something a little bit new, a little bit exciting. Since we've been working on grappling the last 2 weeks, we want to give you something to look forward to and try that's the next level stuff, okay? But before you get started, you guys have to pause the video and do your warm-ups. Make sure you always do your warm-ups. Click on the app, click on curriculum, click on Lima Online, do your warm-ups. This should take you about 7 to 10 minutes to do your warm-ups. Pause the video, come back when you guys are done. Okay, welcome back, guys. Bailey's morning alarm is going off right now. We got up extra early today. Okay, so today, guys, we are going to continue with our grappling theme, but we have to do some grappling warm-ups first. So we first start, like we do every day, with our shrimping drills. Okay, remember, after each one of these warm-ups that I demonstrate, we need you to pause the video and then work on them. Do them on your own. Do not skip them. You have to do them. Okay, so we're going to shrimp. Lift your hips, roll to one shoulder, and shrimp up. Okay, notice that our body gets off the center line and into the shape of a shrimp. Okay, and one shoulder is completely off the ground. Lift and shrimp. Okay, good. That's your shrimping drills. Let's shrimp around the house for a minute or two. Pause video, come back when you're done. Okay, now you're going to do some partner shrimping. You need somebody to help you with this one. I'm going to stand right over you, right over your hips, just like this. Okay, and all you're going to do is you're going to touch a shin, and you're going to shrimp out. Then they straighten out, and I follow him. Touches the shin, and he shrimps out. He touches the shin, and he shrimps out. Then he touches the shin, and he shrimps out. Okay, partner shrimping. Grab a partner, shrimp around your house. Pause video, come back when you guys are done. Okay, welcome back. Now we've got 10 break falls, and tactical stand-ups. Okay, so remember when we do these, we're going to break fall back, and then we're going to stand up in standing in base, or tactical stand-ups. So we break fall. Remember, right hand, right foot, left hand, lift, swing that foot behind your hand into your defensive stance. Now we do it again. This time we're going to do it the opposite way. Left hand, left foot, right hand, lift and stand. Okay, do that 10 times, guys. Good. Pause the video, come back when you are done. All right, welcome back. Now we're going to do some bear crawls. Hands are down, we're going to wag the tail. I want you to bear crawl around your house. Make sure you're wagging that tail. Bailey's a faster little bear than I am. Okay, next one. Now we're going to do our gorilla walks. When we do the gorilla walk, remember the hands are this way, not in our punching position, but they're rotated here. Okay, that way we don't roll our wrists. Our hands are here. Reach out. Now we're going to bring our feet forward. Those are your gorilla walks. I want you to gorilla walk around the house, guys, around the house. Pause the video, come back when you guys are done. All right, welcome back. All right, guys, so let's review real quick. I want to talk real quick to you about our grappling positions again, just so we're on the same page here. So set by Bailey, lay down on your stomach. Slide back, please. Okay. So the first position we all need to know this. We all know this is dead man's position. From this position, Bailey's defenseless. We covered this yesterday. We covered this a million times. Never, ever, 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 ever turn your back to your opponent. Okay, Bailey flips over. This is called the mount. From the mount position, I have dominance still. I can ground and pound on him. But his hands are at least in front of him so he can try to protect himself from something. Okay, but eventually something's going to get through. And I can attack things like his arms and such, okay? So this is called the mount. We can have our hands down. We can have a low mount, okay, which makes it harder for him to move. Okay, we can have a ground and pound mount where we're just sitting on the hips and we're pounding away, okay? Next position we know is the side mount. My hand's under his neck, under his arm. Gable gripping his hands just like so. And then we have the reverse mount. Remember, I'm chest on chest, and I'm under his arms in a reverse mount here so I can control it, okay? We want to make sure we're not riding too low with my face in his groin and my groin in his face. Under his arms, and I'm squishing his chest, okay? And then finally, we have the guard. The guard is wrapped high and tight around the waist. A lot of you guys make the mistake of trying to do it around the butt. Your legs won't reach. Up around the waist, there. And that's called the guard. Bottom person has control in here. Okay? All right, so we reviewed those positions. Today, guys, we are going to learn a submission. That's right. Now, we're only giving you one drill to work on today because this is advanced, especially for our yellow and orange belts. This is advanced. This is a submission technique. We're learning our first armbar, okay, called the Americana, also known as paint the floor from the old Karate Kid. So when we do this, you're going to need a partner, preferably a live partner as opposed to a stuffed animal or a dummy, a grappling dummy, because they won't necessarily feel it. So when we do this move, understand, this is for our partners. If somebody's doing the submission on you, we're not interested in seeing how tough you are, how much pain you can tolerate. We have a saying at Leading Edge: tap early, tap often. If you're feeling a submission, we want you to tap before it hurts so bad that something goes snap, crackle, or pop. Okay? So, stand by Bailey, I'm going to do it on you first. Slide this way, please. This way. Head up here. Okay, so from here, I'm on top, maybe I'm working some ground and pound. His hands are up, he's trying to block. I'm gonna pick an arm. I'm gonna grab at that arm and I'm gonna drive it to the ground, right like that. When I do that, his hand is gonna end up in the hello position on the floor. Right there. This hand is gonna be right on top. My elbow is going to be in his ear. So this elbow is in his ear, and my hand is on top of his wrist holding his arm and locking it in this position. From here, my free hand is going to slide under his bicep and on top of my own wrist, creating a key lock. Now, the next part is where the submission comes in. What we're going to try to do is rotate his arm back farther than anatomically possible, this way, okay? Now, to do that, this elbow that's in his ear has to stay on the floor. His wrist has to stay on the floor, but we're gonna elevate this elbow. And we're gonna slide his hand towards my knee. Okay, make sure that taps up here so they can see it, okay?
I'm just weird, I don't feel it.
Okay. Now that's a little early there. Now listen, whether or not you think your partner should be feeling it or not, if they tap you, immediately abandon the move. If they tap out, you've won. So even if you're like, I don't think you should be feeling this yet, maybe they're feeling something else, or maybe they're like me and they have no flexibility in their shoulders. Lift. Now I want to slide his hand towards my knee. There you go. Let's turn this way. So his hands are up, protecting him. I'm grounding, pounding. Boom. Pin that to the floor. Now I like to get my head down. So that if my head's up like this, he can punch or hit the side of my head. So my head's down. But I'm lifting it up so you can see. Slide this under the bicep on top of my own wrist. Lift the elbow. Notice my elbow is still in the ear, and I'm holding his wrist down. Now I slide this hand towards the knee like I'm painting the floor. Good. Then I do the other side. And that's it. Go nice and slow. Watch somebody bail. You'll see that I have a lot less flexibility in my shoulders than he does. So he's on the mount. My hands are up. He's grounding and pounding. Picks an arm and pins it to the floor. Elbows in my ear. Slow down. You're going too fast. I can't see it. Elbows in the ear. And he's on top of my wrist. He doesn't want to hold it from bottom because my hand can just slip out of that pretty easily. I can't go through solid matter. Now he slides his hand under my bicep on top of his own wrist. He's going to lift my elbow and slide it towards his knee. Okay? He sits up. He's going to attack the other arm. Good. Do this one more time. Under, grab, lift. Okay, and that's it. That's paint the floor, also known as the Americana, also known as a key lock. Key lock. Now, if you do have a grappling dummy at home, you can practice on the grappling dummy. The only problem with this is he's not going to really let you know he feels it. Okay? So, but you can go through the motions here. Now you see his elbows in the ear. Hold on, Bailey. Slide under the bicep, on top of the wrist. Okay, he lifts the elbow, slides it towards his knee. Boom. Tap, tap. Okay, just like that, guys. All right, put that off the side. All right, guys, so your move for today, yellow and orange belts. I know this is above your pay grade. Just do the best you can with it. This is called the Americana, your first armbar, known as a key lock armbar. Okay? We tap early and we tap often. Tapping is a universal symbol for I give up. It's like saying uncle. But remember to tap your partner, not yourself, because if I'm tapping myself, you may not hear that. I want to make sure I'm tapping him and tap him solid. Okay? All right, guys. Just real quick, your keywords for today is one of my favorite quotes. Try not. Do or do not. There is no try. Guys, this is a mantra I live my life by. Those words were spoken by a 900-year-old master. That's right, 900-year-old master named Master Yoda. And Master Yoda was a very wise old soul. And he said, try not. Do or do not. There is no try. What does that mean? Well, what it means, guys, it's a mental approach to things. As soon as you say, I'm going to try that, somebody might say, that's awesome that you gave it a try. But trying leaves the option for failure. I don't like to try things. I like to do things. If I decide I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to let anything stop me from doing that. I don't try to do it. I do it. So when you approach things, you don't try to get a black belt. You attack becoming a black belt. You don't try lacrosse, you do lacrosse. You don't try to finish your paper on time for school, you finish your paper on time for school. You don't try to clean up the room, you clean up your room. You don't try to listen the first time, we just listen the first time. Trying leaves options for failure. We don't believe in failure here. So, try not. Do or do not. There is no try. Guys, thanks for being Lima Strong. Thanks for training today. We'll see you online, and we'll see you on the mat. Oos.